Hi guys, it's Machaela and welcome back to my channel and welcome to a makeup monthly. I'm doing things a little bit differently this year. Each month as I get makeup, I do my makeup hauls. I'll usually do a review in some way, shape, or form. I started off my YouTube channel doing them each month kind of in this format, and then I went to the Try to Get Ready With Me style where I would talk about the makeup I bought as well as whatever was going on with my life at the time. But this year I want to do it a little bit differently. I want to do it in a combination of like a makeup, like the purchases and just some thoughts on them, as well as going through whatever empties I get through that month, or whatever empties I used up that month, as well as maybe some makeup hacks that I have discovered. So let's just go ahead and get right into it with some of the things I had bought. Starting off with some eyeshadow palettes, I picked up the Juvia's Place the Mauves palette right at the end of December, but it didn't actually come till about the first week of January, so I'm including it in this month. I like this palette. I think it's a great palette. I think it's a cute palette. I think the shadows are a little bit gritty, but nothing that I can't work with. I have one of the other ones, it's like the purple one in this style, and I really like that. Next, I picked up the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. This is the palette I picked up for my birthday this month. So yeah, January is my birthday month. And I don't know why I was waiting so long to pick it up. I think other things caught my eye, and I just went to Ulta like I do just to go shopping. And this caught my eye. I decided to pick it up, and I love it. I love the formula of the shimmers, how they're more of a, what is it? It's a cream to powder finish, I believe it's what it's called. Yeah, it's very soft, very creamy. The mattes are beautiful. I love that it's got some rosy tones, but also some more burnt orangey tones as well. I definitely feel like I've been missing out on this palette. The last palette I picked up this month, oh, and I'm not including the stuff I got in my BoxyCharm, though I do keep those in for the month. I do those separately, so that's the only thing I'm not including in my makeup monthly. But the last eyeshadow palette I got is the Urban Decay Naked Cyber palette. I waited a long time to get this palette. Normally I get these when they launch just because I'm a lover of the Naked palettes, but I just didn't pick it up for one reason or another. And I actually, there were a lot of negative reviews, but this was just one of those things where I really felt like trying it out for myself. And to be completely honest, I actually like it. Would I say it's as good as the other Naked palettes? Not necessarily, but I would say it's very true to what I know the Urban Decay formula to be, and that is very buildable pigment. You're not going to get all the pigment right away. You are going to get it as you build it up. I feel like there's a little bit of a trick to work with it, and I feel like the best way of applying it is applying it first with your finger and then wetting the brush to kind of fill in the gaps and get the shimmers where you want them to. So the shimmers do take a lot of building. The mattes are actually really good. So I'd say that there's a little bit of a learning curve to this palette. So if you are new to makeup, you might not want this particular palette. I would recommend going with like the Naked 3 or the Naked Honey or some other Naked palette. But I do like it. There is a learning curve with it. From Sephora, I did go ahead and pick up one of the Rare Beauty mini sets. This is a 4-piece one. I have the mascara here, which is actually really good. It's very smudge proof, which I really like it. I like what it does to my lashes. I think it's amazing. I picked up also the Rare Beauty, I think this is called the Soft Pinch formula. Either way, this is in the shade Joy, and I really like it. I have another one in the same mini, and I absolutely enjoy it. It's definitely a little deep for my skin tone, but when I'm wanting a more deeper blush, I actually like that. I know there's different blushes that work for different skin tones, but for me personally, if I want a deep blush, I'm going to wear a deep blush. Even on my fair skin, honestly, you can make it work. You just gotta work with your blendability techniques. I find using these with a sponge is great. It lasts all day. It looks amazing by the end of the day, and just as good as it did when I applied it. So I absolutely love it. And then this is their liquid highlight in the shade Mesmerize. This looks like probably it just says liquid luminizer. Is it the Soft Pinch formula? I believe that's what this packaging is, but I could be wrong. But I do like it. I love how it just gives your cheeks just the best, like glow from within type highlight. I absolutely love it, and I've been enjoying playing with it. And then finally, that was in that kit, is the Rare Beauty. It's their soft, or it's their lip cream. Yeah, the matte lip cream. Very moussey formula. Very much like, it feels like it's that comfort matte formula that it looks great. It is very transferable though. So you might not like that, but the color looks great. I do notice that it does really dry out the lips, so make sure your lips are well prepped before using this. But again, I love it, and this is in the shade Inspire. Last up on my purchases for the month, it was a Sephora gift, and I got the Laura Mercier loose powder, the translucent setting powder. I've heard a lot about this, so when I saw that this was an option for the birthday gift, I wanted to try it. I'm not a huge powder person, but I do like the way it really blurs out the lines on your face, like the way it sets down a powder, and it really just kind of blurs things and meshes them together. I typically will just put a little bit of powder to set my concealer when I feel like wearing powder. So I do actually really like it. I do get the hype around it even on my normal to dry skin. It doesn't look cakey or anything like that, so I was really impressed by this. I almost thought about picking this up a few times, but I'm glad I got this in the birthday gift. As well as the lip, or not the lip, this is the strapless caviar stick eye color. I do really like this formula. I've always liked the formula of Eyeshadow 6. I have one by Molly Cosmetics. I don't even know if they're still a brand anymore, but in the same shade as this. Again, it works well. I don't feel like I need to set it down to get the color to stay. I'm enjoying using it. I love the color on it. I think it's just such a perfect, like, if you are needing a one and done eyeshadow look, this is the way to go. Just draw it on, or you can even do it a cut crease or use it as an eyeshadow base and put some over it. So again, I'm liking it. Would I say it's anything spectacular? No, but for what it is, I mean, I'm glad I got it in the birthday gift. I almost forgot the last of my makeup purchases for the month. I cannot believe I almost forgot these. Let's go ahead and start with the least exciting one. I got the Rare Beauty sponge. I was trying to use this to blend out my makeup, and it doesn't work to blend out your makeup, but it is it feels like it could be an exfoliator, so I meant to do this before I came on to review the video, but I think it would probably work really well for like face wash and cleansing your face to get all of that dead skin off. I think it would be a really great exfoliator. So I'm going to try that, probably put this with my face wash and do that. And then the next, I got the IT Cosmetics fan brush. Nothing super special, but I've been needing a fan brush for a while. This was on sale, and I really like the IT Cosmetics brushes. I thought it was really good. I enjoy them. And then the last thing is, for brushes, is a Holy Grail brush. It is from IT Cosmetics. Again, I love IT Cosmetics brushes, but it is a Holy Grail lip brush, and it's a retractable lip brush, so it works great for on the go. I feel like the size of this brush dispenses the perfect amount of lip product on. It's not too much, not too little. You're not sitting there taking forever to put it on. You just kind of dip it in your lipstick and you go. And then you can retract it for in your purse. It stays sanitary. It's not like a brush that's sitting in your purse that's going to get all the germs all over it. So it works really well, and quite honestly, it is really fun just to play with. So I will sit there when I'm out and about and just playing with the brush just for fun. You know, if you're one of those people who likes to fidget, this would be fun. So, and I think this is on sale too. So whenever you can get the IT brushes on sale at Ulta, I highly recommend getting them. They are my top of the line favorite brushes. Alright, let's move on to the empties I have this month. I actually have 5 empties this month, but I will only be sharing 4 of them because one of them you're going to have to wait for my Project Pan update for. So a little sneak peek into that. But let's go ahead and just start with the Living Proof hair mask. It is their Intense Moisture Mask. And this was just a sample size. I think I got with like an Ulta gift with purchase or something. I'm not really sure. But I really liked it. It felt amazing on the hair. It wasn't too heavy. It wasn't too light. I would go in, I would put it on as one of my first steps in the shower. Leave it in, because you're supposed to leave it in for 5 minutes. Leave it in while I did the rest of my shower routine. Then rinse it out, and my hair felt amazing afterwards. I would like to buy the full size at some point, but I did really like this, and this is actually the first thing from this brand that I have tried. The next I emptied is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel, little sample size. It was lightweight, it wasn't heavy, it has a very water-like consistency. It wasn't anything too special. I like my moisturizers a little bit more heavy because my skin does run a little bit more dry. So I don't see myself buying the full size of this, but I mean, it was pretty good. I guess if you're looking for something on the more affordable side, Neutrogena is a drugstore brand. Next up is the My Clarins Roll-On Eye Depuffer. Again, this was one of those like sample size gift with purchase items, and this is not harsh on the skin. It felt really good. The problem I have with a lot of under eye creams is that they do run a little bit too harsh, and I don't know if I'm just sensitive or or if it's just the product itself, but this was not at all harsh on the skin. I really liked it. I don't think it did anything too special for my under eyes. I don't see myself buying the full size, especially because I already have a lot of other under eye creams that work just fine, so it wasn't like a holy grail, but I liked it. Last product that I have to share with you guys today is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I have mine in the mini. This is a favorite for a lot of people. I don't want to say I loved it. I don't want to say I hate it. I feel like this is a very good special occasion primer. I feel like it's a very good if you're wanting that primer that it's going to make your makeup last all day. Maybe you got a wedding to go to or some kind of special event and you really want your makeup to last. I would not recommend this for everyday wear. I mean, for me, it broke me out personally, so I think it was the hyaluronic acid is what I think my conclusion was as to why I didn't like it. It made my skin break out. But it was one of those products that when I used it for special occasions, I really do like this. So I do think the mini is worth having in your collection. I do not think the full-size primer is worth it at all. But again, that could just be my skin. I didn't mind the consistency of it, but again, not something I personally would want for everyday wear. And maybe I'll pick up another mini in the future. I'm not sure yet. But I didn't love it and I didn't hate it. Lastly, I have a makeup hack to show you, and that involves the eyebrow pomades. In the clip, I'm using the Anastasia one, but if you take the pomade and you sculpt underneath your brow, and then you take the spoolie and you really brush up, I find that it creates a really natural looking brow, and especially if your pomade is darker than your hair color, this will really lighten it up. It does take a little bit of work, but I really liked it. And then what I did with whatever was left on the brush, I didn't grab any additional product, was I just filled in the gaps of my hair, or the gaps where I feel like I needed a little bit more color on my brows, and it looks so natural, so effortless. Doesn't take long at all to do, and because of that trick, I now actually think I might like pomades. I know they could be a bit time consuming and a little bit of a hassle, so I usually prefer a pencil, but with this trick, I'm really liking it, and especially because I am trying to pan a pomade this year. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this style of video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here. I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle, and I will see you in the next one. God bless and bye, guys.